Thanks for watching another episode of Builds by Bailey. Today we're going to tackle a clutch problem on a S14 Nissan 240 SX. So my buddy was complaining about his clutch feeling weird, so we crawled up underneath his car and somebody had bypassed the clutch dampening line and just looped it into the other line, so it's just all dangling here. So we're gonna reattach it and plug off the clutch dampening line so it all lines up like it should. First things first, we decided that we would clean off all of these hoses up underneath here. So we wiped everything down and then punched the pedal a couple of times. Found out that it was actually leaking from where this hose actually goes into the slave cylinder. So we're going to disconnect the hose, see if the end's boogered up, and probably replace this line as well as getting a plug for back there. So first things first, we're going to take this off. It looks like a 17mm wrench. We'll pop that loose. Get the line wrench out and probably some channel locks or maybe something bigger for this side over here. Break that loose. Take the hose completely off, and then we'll start working on the back side so we can get the plug for that other part. So we busted the old line off of the slave cylinder and we got rid of the dampening line off of it. We're going to go to the parts store real quick and pick up a new line. Just got back from 3 different parts stores to get 3 different items. Took for frickin' ever. We're gonna take that little union and we're gonna replace that big block over there to the left, and then we're gonna make a new line to fit the end of that like that one is. We made a couple of quick little bends in the hard line, put the brass union on it and tied it into the flexible line that goes up into the slave cylinder. So we'll thread it onto the slave cylinder first and then tie the other line into it and zip tie it back up to the frame rail. So we've now got the part installed, got the new soft line in place, the new hard line, and we deleted that other part that was on there and put in that little brass fitting. So everything's all zip tied up into place. It's not hanging down below the car anymore. So he won't have to worry about rubbing through any of those lines and going over any speed bumps or anything like that. Next thing we're going to do is bleed the clutch line and he should be good to go. Okay, pump it a couple of times and then hold it. Hold on a second, we may have another problem. It's still leaking. I think so, but it may not be. Do it a couple more times. Yeah, it looks like it is from the same spot. Round 2, it started leaking on us, so we had to fix a seal on the slave cylinder. So now that that's fixed, it looks like it's holding fluid, so now we'll get to bleed it again. Okay, bump it a few times. Hold it. Okay, bump it a few times. Okay, bump it a few times. Okay, bump it a few times. Okay, stop for a second. We gotta fill this up here. Or else we'll start pumping air into it. Okay, pump it a few times. Here we go, there's some air. Okay, pump it a few times. Hold it. Okay, open a few times. Okay, hold it. Okay, open a few times. Hold it. Okay, pump a few times. Okay, hold it. It's starting to look pretty clear down here. Does it look up there? I mean, does it feel any better?
Oh yeah, it feels real good up here.
We might have all the air out of it. Where you started pumping the air into it a second ago, I think that's already made its way out.
Right.
So fill it up one more time before we pump more air into it. Okay, one more time. Pump it a few times. Okay, that should probably do it.
Oh yeah.
That feel pretty good?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Make sure when you're bleeding your system, you don't let the reservoir get dry, or else it just pumps more air into the system, and then you have to let all of that fluid travel until the air pockets come out. So make sure you keep an eye on that. That's going to do it for this episode of Builds by Bailey. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope that this was a good little tutorial on showing you guys how to leave the factory clutch dampening line on a Nissan 240SX.